Hi, my name is Jonathan Burns, and you may recognize me from one of my television appearances, from my YouTube channel, Show Off School, or maybe we went to high school together. I've partnered with Armed Forces Entertainment to do something very special for Month of the Military Child. I'm going to teach you 10 tricks to show off to your friends, your family, or even
the entire planet on TikTok.
You'll learn circus tricks. You're going to learn party tricks. And you even learn a little bit of magic. Some of these tricks will be easy to learn, while others might take some time. But with a little practice, you'll look like an expert show-off. Yeah! Are you guys ready? Then follow me! This circus trick uses two things you should have around the house. At least I hope you do. You're gonna need a finger and a toothbrush. You're gonna take your finger, place it out in front of you. Take the toothbrush, lay it on top of that finger. Drop the non-bristled end, and you're gonna spin, and you get the toothbrush propeller. A few quick tips. First, you don't have to go so fast, all right? It's almost like hula hooping for your finger. You're just gonna sort of ease it around. Second tip, use a toothbrush with a little bit heavier handle. If it's too light, it's gonna go flying right off your finger. Third tip, and this is probably the most important, remember to close the toilet seat first. Learn from my mistakes. For this magic trick, you'll just need a deck of cards and a volunteer. Every magician is required to learn a pick-a-card trick. It's the law. And this one is a classic because it doesn't require you to perform fancy, difficult sleight of hand while everyone's watching your every move. It's simple and easy to learn, yet still amazing. So let's pick that card! Yeah! Have someone pick a card. While they're looking at their card, you can turn away. As they look at their card, you're going to take the deck and you're going to flip it over, and then you're going to reverse the bottom card. When you turn back around, it'll look like nothing is different, but secretly, the deck is all face up except for that card. Take their card and slide it into the middle of the deck. But be careful not to show the bottom or any of the face-up cards underneath. Keep the deck nice and square. Take the card, you slide it inside. Announce, behind my back, I will find your card. Put the cards behind your back and flip over the bottom card and then bring it back around towards your volunteer. Show the cards face up. And as you spread through, you see one card that is upside down in the middle of the pack. You pull it out, you turn it over, and you reveal, is this your card? After you finish this trick, they may say, how did you do that? And rule number 1 of being a magician, never reveal your secrets. If you tell them how it's done, it ruins the fun, and it's usually something disappointing. They may say, do it again. But rule number 2, a magician never repeats their trick. The first time, they're going to be surprised. The second time, they're looking to figure out, how did you do that? This party trick is called tying a knot in a rope while holding both ends without letting go, aka the knot challenge. For this trick, you'll need a piece of rope or a shoelace, a tie, a USB cord, just about anything about 3 feet long that you can tie easily into a knot. I'm going to use a rope because it'll be easy to see and because I don't have one of these. You also need someone to accept your challenge, so I recently chatted with some military families to do just that. Thank you. Please be seated. You guys, come on. Come on. You're going to embarrass me in front of the entire internet. Making a knot in a piece of rope is pretty simple. But can you make a knot in a piece of rope while holding both ends without letting go? It seems impossible, right? Well, it is possible once you know the secret. After your friends give up, or after your friends beg you for the secret, you can let them in on the trick. You start by laying down the rope. Then you make an X with your hand. The arm in the front goes over the underarm, so there's one hand that's up and one hand that's down. You grab one end of the rope with one hand. You grab the other end of the rope with the other hand. You unfurl them and you get a knot. And you've just tied a knot in a rope while holding both ends without letting go. For this trick, you're gonna need an apple and a fork. I call this the apple and fork trick. Named it myself. I was gonna call it the fork and apple trick, but then it sounds like something you yell when you stub your toe in front of grandma. Ah, fork and apple. Let's do this. So first you're gonna take the apple, you're gonna place it in your hand, you're gonna turn it over. You're gonna take the fork, you're gonna place it on the back of your hand like this, and then you strike a pose. Because there might be some ladies watching. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the fork, I'm gonna fling that high in the air. Take the apple, I'm gonna fling that high in the air. I'm gonna catch the fork out of the air, try to get the apple on the fork, all in the air. While breathing air. And I have allergies. So here we go. Fork, apple, catch it. Crowd goes wild. Where are you going, ladies? Ah, fork and apple. You're gonna start practicing with just the apple. Take the apple, place it in your hand, turn it over. You're gonna give it a toss up and right back down. So you want it to go straight up, straight down. Practice this a few times. Now take your fork, you're going to lay your hand flat as if you're holding the apple. Balance the fork on the back of your hand, pointy side towards you, handle side away from you. The idea is to toss the fork up in the air while keeping it flat. It's going to do a half rotation and then you're going to catch it. Toss, catch. Toss, catch, up. Toss, catch, up. So you're just kind of giving it a half turn. When you put it all together, you're going to take the apple, place it in your hand, turn it over. Take the fork, place it on the back of your hand. Now, keep it all balanced. You're going to toss the fork in the air. You're going to toss the apple in the air. You catch the fork in your hand, and then you catch the apple on that fork. Hup, hup, hoo. I'm here to support a special mission for Armed Forces Entertainment, and that's to celebrate all the military children out there during Month of the Military Child. We truly appreciate you and all that you do. This party trick uses money. You're going to use a bill or a piece of paper with a portrait on it. You can go and grab a bill with a portrait on it, and I'll wait right here. Did you find your wallet? Did you check the couch? Look at your pants from yesterday. Coat? You're going to fold between the corner of the person's eyes and the mouth. Person's eye and the mouth on both sides. Fold it. Fold it. Now you're going to put those two folds together. Kind of squish them together. And it almost looks like a bird. Caw-caw. Ka-ka. So majestic. You can hold the bill straight on, looks normal. You fold it down, looks like you can make them frown. You move it up, you can make them smile. You can have conversations. Hamilton, I don't know if you heard, but Broadway had to close because of the pandemic and no one can see your musical. But now it's on Disney Plus. If you don't have a bill with the portrait on it, don't worry. You can always take a selfie. And print it out. Once you print out your selfie, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fold between the corner of your eye and the corner of your mouth. Like so, same thing on the other side, corner of the eye, corner of the mouth, fold. And then fold those two together. You're squishing. Give it a good fold. And then you can do the same thing. Down for a frown, up for a smile. Really freaks out your friends on your next Zoom call. If you don't have a bill with a portrait on it, a camera, a printer, or even a face, don't worry, I've got you covered. You can always draw a picture. Draw a big picture on a piece of paper. Remember to keep the expression neutral. You're gonna fold between the corner of the eye, corner of the mouth, corner of the eye, corner of the mouth. Fold, crease, fold, crease, squish them together. And then you can animate your drawing. Happy, sad, happy, sad, neutral, happy, sad. I didn't like this trick. I loved it. And you know me, I can't tell a lie. Magicians will often use flourishes to establish credibility or just to show off. This flourish is called the ribbon spread. And you can even do it with a turnover. So take the cards, place them to one side of your table. You're going to put a little bit of pressure on top and ease up the pressure as you move it across. Now, to turn over, you're going to grab the bottom card and you're just going to turn it over. And just like dominoes, turn over to the other hand, and then you can scoop them back up. And you're ready to do your trick. This is a great way to do a pick a card trick. You can say, look, all the cards are different throughout the entire deck. Now, all I need you to do is pick a card, any card. If you had a superpower, what would it be? The ability to fly? Super strength? Maybe laser vision? And your secret identity would be an optometrist who by day performs laser eye surgery, but by night fights off evildoers with his laser eyes. And what would your origin story be? Well, is your day job just the perfect cover for your superhuman powers? Or was it a botched surgery you tried to perform on yourself? I guess we'll have to find out in the first issue of Doc LASIK OD. Or maybe your superpower would be to know what someone's thinking. I knew you were going to say that one. When I met up with some military families, I showed them my mind reading powers. Just like that. So here's our deck of cards. And I want to show you that all of the cards are different throughout the entire deck, right? Some magicians cheat. So they're all different throughout the entire deck. Let's see, is it William?
Yes.
William. Okay, I have the deck of cards here. I'm just gonna sort of just drop a couple cards, just like somewhere in the middle of the deck. Just say stop whenever you like.
All right, stop.
Right there? Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty close to the middle. So let's put your card right there. And again, I have this prediction, which is in this sealed envelope. Okay, inside there, my prediction of the future. You could have told me to stop anywhere, right? You told me to stop here. We're gonna check out the card you stopped me on. The 10 of hearts. 10 of hearts. All right, for the first time. Oh, drum roll, please. I like that earlier. That was nice. Drum roll. We open up the prediction. Inside, we have one card inside the envelope. Let's see how we did. The 10 of hearts! They still got it. The 10 of hearts! Unfortunately, I can't actually read minds or predict the future. However, I can make it look like I can. I'm going to teach you what is called in magic a force. This is not like the Force in Star Wars. A force is a method magicians use to make you choose a card they want you to choose, even if it seems completely at random. This move is called the criss-cross force. Before you start this trick and out of view from your volunteer, you are going to place the card you'd like to force on them on top of the deck. Today, we're going to use the 10 of hearts. I am also going to take a second 10 of hearts from another deck and seal it inside an envelope. Now that the backstage prep is done, you're ready to perform. Ask someone to cut off half of the cards and put it to the side. You then pick up the lower half and announce, "I'm going to mark the spot where you cut." Then you pull out your prediction and say, "But before we open it, I need you to look at the card you cut to, and I'll look away." They think they are looking at a random card, but you just forced them to take the card you wanted. Do a little celebration, but only in your head, or they'll know that something is up. You tell them, place the card back into the deck. You announce, you could have cut anywhere, but I had a strong feeling about one card. You rip open your prediction and reveal that it matches the card they picked exactly. If you want to perform this trick at a moment's notice, or if you don't have the time to prep your prediction, or if you don't have the materials, you can always do the classic card magic move. After they place their card back in the deck, they can even shuffle the cards, and you can still look through the cards, find the card you forced on them, and announce, "Is this your card?" Remember, don't reveal the secret, don't repeat the trick, and don't do the happy dance when you're doing the secret moves. I learned this trick when I rented a Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop VHS at Blockbuster. If you're under 20, you probably have no idea what any of that means. So, ask your parents or a trusted adult. I also believe this trick was made popular on an episode of Happy Days. Again, ask your parents or maybe your grandparents about that. This is called coin snatching, and it can be a really fun game to play with your friends or family. I know my brother and I spent an entire summer working on this. I think it was because it was really fun, or possibly because the internet hadn't been invented yet. You'll need a handful of quarters and an elbow. Start by standing up with plenty of space around you. Then point your elbow away, keeping your hand in the "what did you say" fashion. Huh? What? I said, what's happy days? Patty Mays? Happy days! Mayonnaise? That's delicious on a sandwich. Never mind! Keep your forearm parallel with the ground, then take a coin and balance it on your elbow. Fallon has Jared Leto. No, balance it on your elbow. That, I heard. I like that, Jimmy Fallon. After you've balanced the coin, keep your hand in the scoop position. Move it forward, and then the coin will drop and you will snatch it as it falls. Scratch and sniff walls? Like in Willy Wonka? I'm getting too old for this. Start with one coin and then move on to two, and then challenge your friends to see how many you can do. There's actually a Guinness World Record for this, set on April 6, 1993 by Dean Gould. His record? 328. So I guess have fun and keep practicing. What? This next trick uses the superpower of telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
The ability to move objects using only your mind. All right, cut it. Cut it. Cut it. For this next trick, you'll need to use or borrow a ring. Does anyone have a ring that I could borrow? Oh, thank you, sir. Hope your wife doesn't mind. And you'll also need a rubber band. You're going to take the ring and place it on the rubber band, like so. And then, using the power of your mind, you can make the ring rise. Concentrate. I blacked out. What happened? Whew. So you're going to take your rubber band and you're going to feed it through the ring. Now it looks like you're just holding on to the two ends of the rubber band and the ring is just boop, moving up with your telekinetic powers.
Telekinesis.
But I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to move the ring to one side. You're going to grab the rubber band right around it, and then you're going to stretch. And it still looks like it's stretched out between your fingers, but these fingers are going to cover up the extra rubber band, so it's hidden behind there. Now I'm going to show you this for the exposed view. that you're going to let the rubber band slowly move through your fingers, your thumb and your pointer finger, and that's actually going to move the ring up. If you have this side up too high, it's going to keep falling down because, you know, gravity. But if you do that at the perfect angle, you can actually make it look. It's traveling up the rubber band.
Telekinesis.
And when it gets to the end here, make sure you pinch down and you hold on to it, because if you let go, everything's going to fall. And whoever you borrowed the ring from is going to be like, my precious. Cut it! We did it! Well, I did it. And with a little practice, you can do it too! Thank you again to all the service members and their families out there, and another very special thank you to Armed Forces Entertainment for putting this event together. I wish you the best of luck showing off your new skills, and remember to use your powers for good and not evil. Should I salute at the end? I mean, I wasn't in the military, but I did work at Old Navy.